Etihad blood. We Hey guys, your boy Jamie here, and we're going to be talking about Manchester City versus Tottenham. Manchester City 0, Tottenham 2, and we run the Etihad blood. We run that stadium with their no fans. Savinho, I hope you're watching, my friend. I hope you're watching. City are down in the dumps. Spurs is on the ups. Invest in your Spurs stocks now, Savinho. Hand in that transfer request, bro. They ain't doing nothing this season. They ain't doing nothing. And my boy Paulinho, my boy, my number 6. World class performance on his Tottenham debut with a goal. It's a display from the boys, bro. I am so proud. We went to the Etihad and gave City a spanking. We controlled that game, bro. That is the best. Listen, I know I've probably said this many of times since I've been doing the YouTube thing, but generally speaking, that game was picture perfect. We executed Thomas Frank's game plan to the utmost perfection. Bro. The pressing, the shape, the tenacity, the aggression in the final third, bro, is all things you want from Thomas Frank. What Thomas Frank has done within this small space of time, we look like a completely different side compared to last season. Well, much more organised, well drilled, we have a great shape, the cohesion within midfield, every player knows what they're doing, and you can see it like on the pitch, bro. You can see it. The goals speak for themselves. We'll get to the goals. I want to talk about some individual players' performances right now. First one, Mohamed Kudus, classroom, great game again. Hold up play, link up, so strong on the ball, good crossing within the box, should have assist as well. But his defensive duties, he done it to the utmost perfection. The way he kept coming back to help Porro against Mamouche, we love to see it, bro. A team player. West Ham fans saying he's selfish, he doesn't track back, he doesn't do this, he doesn't do it for you, man. He does it for Frank. Because Frank is a good manager, and Frank knows how to get the best out of him, bro. Mohamed Kudus, great game. Pape Matar, the man of match on the day. Another good game. And listen, I've been very critical like of Pape Matar. You know, I think he's not creative enough. And yes, I'm still going to say that. Within the first half, there were times he was alongside Richarlison. He wasn't dropping in to be an option to try and get involved within the build-up, and that was frustrating. But Frank makes it work, because when he's high up in the pitch, he's constant pressing. He's a constant nuisance. He sets the traps. He pounces on City, and he gets us going the other way. He was involved in both goals. The head down to Richarlison. That's Sar. Ball came from Porro. The second goal, he presses Trafford within the box, and then Trafford messes up, and then we score in the end. So Sar has been pivotal in what's good about Tottenham. So big up Sar. And I've been very critical, bro. But Frank is getting the best out of Sar. He's utilising the things that he's good at. And now, look, we're seeing it like on the display. Big up Sar, man. 2 great games. Next performance, Paulinho, Premier League debut for Spurs. And what a time to get your goal when we needed it, bro. Stoppage time in the first half. And I was thinking, bro, we need a second goal. Of course, the goal that we did get, we did deserve. But you know, this is Manchester City. This is a good team. We need a bit of breathing room. Again, Sar starts to press. Yes, Sar starts to press. We capitalise. Paulinho gets the ball. He shoots. It's 2-0. But his all-round game, the amount of fires that he stopped within that first half, well, throughout the whole game, was exceptional. He won the most duels. Obviously, his passing didn't didn't really need his passing in this game, but he's what Spurs been needing for the last years. We haven't had a midfielder like this since Victor Wanyama, bro. A complete destroyer, a complete bulldog within midfield. Every second ball he's there, at every drill he's there. He's making sure he's giving Van der Ven, Romero that protection that they've been needing, and he is there. He's going to be pivotal this season, especially in the big games. Especially in big games, we're going to need him the most, and that's where he's going to thrive, and that's where you're going to see the best from Paulinho. But yeah, Paulinho, great game. Into the goals. First goal, I think Porro does a nice little lofted ball to Mohamed Sarr. Obviously, he heads it down into Richarlison. Richarlison, he keeps himself on side. It was very close. Richarlison runs down a lovely square ball across the box, and you know who's there. My boy, Brennan the Rock Johnson, Red Power Ranger, Jack from SPD. You know, blood. You know, that's 2 games. That's 2 goals in 2 games at left wing. Talk to Johnson, nice. Talk to him nice. Oh, Johnson, he's never involved. He's terrible in the build-up. Wow. Bro, I don't care, bro. I don't care. From when Johnson scored the goal in the Real League final, and for when Johnson, was our top goal scorer from last season, I don't want to hear about Johnson no more, bro. We should be lucky he's in our squad. We should be lucky. This guy scores goals, and goals win you trophies, and goals win you titles, blood. If we want that, we need man that can score goals. We need that. Yes, he's not involved in the build-up, and that's for 2 reasons. We don't really play on Johnson's side. We've never been really playing on Johnson's side. The players don't. Yeah? But when we don't, and when it comes to tap-ins, or we need a finish within the box around that vicinity, Johnson is the most reliable. That's fact. He's the most reliable in this squad. He doesn't play around. He doesn't need too many chances. And there he was there at the right time, right place when we needed a goal. When we was in the ascendancy, Johnson was there. Red Power Ranger. Thank you. Thank you, Johnson. Thank you. Listen, I don't care. And big up Richarlison. Again, Richarlison, another good game from Richarlison, blood. Listen, Solanke, I'm gonna be so real. Bro, the way Richarlison is playing right now, you're holding bench, bro. You're really holding bench. And it doesn't help that Frank came out and said, yeah, Richarlison, he's my number 9. So you definitely got to fight for your spot. And that's what Spurs have been needing for years. We need competition, bro. Competition gets the best out of players. And it always has. It always has, bro. Richarlison, another good game, and like an assist. That's 2 games, 2 goals, and 1 assist. We needed that. I think he had a very good game again. Richarlison, second goal. Listen, it's in City's half. James Trafford had a terrible game. He was bad. He didn't make a few good saves, but he was bad the whole game. Welcome to the Premier League, son. That's what you needed, a wake-up call. We pressed him in the box. We capitalise. It falls to Paulinho. Paulinho, no messing around. 2-0. We go into half-time. Great first half we had. We had a great first half. City did have their moments. I thought Porro was looking a bit shaky against Mamouche, really. But second half, he definitely stepped up his game. Definitely made more lack of an influence going forward within that second half. When Solanke came on, he started to get a bit more, started to link up with Kudos a bit more. Started to get a bit more crosses like in the box. Again, unlucky to not be on like an assist. We need to start capitalising on Porro's delivery, bro. This guy is delivering some great crosses in the box, man. We need to start capitalising on Charleston again. Could have got a goal, but he had a good game. We don't need to stress. But again, we need to kill off these teams, bro. We need to start killing off these teams. And again, if City would have got 1 back, could have been a different game. Thomas Frank, thank you so much for joining us, bro. I know we have no creative players at the moment, but it's a joy watching my team play because we look so organised. It feels like unfamiliar, bro. I know the Ange gave us glory, but that glory came with a price. That glory came with a price. But speaking about you, Frank, you're doing a great job right now, bro. You're doing a great job. Like, the team looks well drilled, structured, or organised. I think there's a lot of hunger within the team. The young players, they're hungry as well. I think you're getting the best out of like the likes of Richarlison, Johnson as well. Obviously 2 goals in 2 games. Kudos looks bright as well. You need a couple more additions as well. Obviously we haven't started playing. Interesting to see how you change teams around for the cup games. How much are you willing to change? So that'll be interesting as well. But yeah, Frank, I think you're doing a great job, bro. I think you're doing a great job. The defense as well with Porro, Spence, Van der Ven, and Romero. They look solid at the back as well. There's real cohesion. Van der Ven doesn't have to make them long bursting runs. You drop back the back line at least 10-15 yards. We look more compact. And yeah, bro, from what I'm seeing, you've only had the Super Cup, these 2 games, that's 3 games. Of course, you had pre-season as well. And I think, yeah, you are a good communicator. You know, you've been here for a short space of time, and your message has definitely been... you're definitely getting your message across to the boys. We weren't playing like that last season, so you're doing a good job in that way. The players clearly taking on what you've told them. It's working. That's 2 wins in 2, 5 goals, clean sheet. Can we make it 3-3? Can we get another clean sheet, go into the break or maximum points? Can we do that? I hope we do. I hope we do, bro, because we got Bournemouth next. I think we can beat Bournemouth. Will you play the same team against Bournemouth? Probably not. I think you will drop out Paulinho, maybe bring back the likes of like Bergvall or the Archie Grays, a bit more of a ball playing midfielders. Yeah, you probably go slightly more like attacking. I do expect you to keep the same front 3. Johnson, Richarlison, like, and Kudos as well. I don't see you changing the back 4. Maybe you might give Undogi a couple minutes before the international break. But yeah, Thomas Frank, you're doing a great job. And a quick shout out to Vicario. I remember those saves that you made. Big boy saves. Vicario had a good game as well. We ain't gonna just let that go unnoticed. This is all I have to say. Remember to like, comment and subscribe. Catch me here again. Check me out on Twitch as well. It's just the same name. Check me out on TikTok as well. And remember to subscribe to the channel and share.